Now, it all starts out at the cow-calf level, and a tremendous number of cow-calf producers across the United States. And if we think about that, that's kind of the part where it all starts that we produce in the end. Now let's talk a little bit on the production side of the cow-calf portion of our beef production. And at the cow-calf level, the fundamental thing is reproduction. That's what we really have to focus on. And the focus is enabling every cow to have a calf by 2 years of age and have a calf every year after that. And in the cow-calf side of things, those cattle can do that with a little bit of a management. They do it naturally. But there's a lot of different things that go into that. And so the rancher's really concerned about conception, making sure those cows are fertile and are able to get bred by a bull, and the majority of it is natural. The bulls are turned out with the cows. There is some artificial insemination. Then they worry about, well, we've got to get that cow through gestation, okay, until she has that calf, and make sure we get a live calf on the ground. Vast majority of the cattle are going to have that naturally, and that goes back to making sure we're utilizing good genetics, the right bulls, to make sure that those cows can have it naturally and they don't have any problems doing it. And then from that step, we want to make sure that the calf is able to survive from birth all the way into weaning, which weaning is where we remove the calf from the cow. We do it physically by separating the two. Over time, in that 10 month of age or so, a cow would naturally do that anyway to prepare for the next calf. But we do it on average at about 7 months of age. And in that cow-calf production, the cattle are out on grass, and that's the foundation of the cow-calf portion. And so that calf, the first 7 to 8 months of its life on the cow, is going to be out there with the cow on the grass. And the fundamental concept of cow-calf production is making sure that those cattle are out there on grass. And the reason for that is because, one, we've got land resources. We can utilize those land resources for those cows where they couldn't be utilized for farming. But the other thing too is, from an economic standpoint, it's more economical for those cows to be harvesting the forage themselves rather than to be full fed the whole time. And so the cow-calf business is a grass based system that those cattle are on. The cows are on all their life, and the calves are on certainly the first portion of their life. The rancher's also concerned with nutrition and making sure there's enough forage, making sure that those cattle during extreme weather patterns, that they've got enough additional forage resources or feed resources available to them, because it's in the best interest of the rancher to make sure that their nutritional needs are met, their health needs are met, they've got shelter if needed, because if those needs are not met, one, it's not good for the animal, but also production is sacrificed and reproduction sacrificed, and it's just not good business for them as well. And so there's a lot of different steps that go into the cattle business and the rancher. And the ranching business, I always tell people, it's a difficult business. And if it was easy, everybody would want to be in the ranching business, because it is a great way of life. And the ranchers that do it, they do it because they really enjoy it and they love it. They love living off the land, and they enjoy taking care of those cattle. But at times when they're up in the middle of the night helping a cow calve, or if they've got an animal that's maybe having to be treated for some kind of sickness or something, or just strange things happen, sometimes they question themselves, why they're in it. But it's ultimately because they love the business, they enjoy the land, and they enjoy taking care of those animals.